Hello friends. Wala palang audio yung kanina ko. Ulit tayo. Kasi hindi ko siya na live yung audio natin. So it's funny. Hello ulit. Have a blessed. I hope everyone had a blessed Easter Monday. Welcome back to Work Life. I'm Dabs and we'll have our live. Alam niyo mga kapatid, this afternoon we will be talking about something that is very close to us, something that is very personal to us, and that is an issue that encompasses not just Catholics, not just Christians, not just believers, but as human beings, as persons, humanity itself. We will talk about Notre Dame, the issue surrounding Notre Dame. Alam ko, alam nyo naman yung nangyari in the past days, yung sunog sa Notre Dame. And actually, it sparked a lot of discussion among people about rebuilding the church. Hindi ko na papatagalin pa, hindi na tayo magpapatumpik-tumpik pa. Magkukwentuhan natin yung issue at yung controversy na meron ngayon. Iba't ibang tao, may iba't ibang opinion. But then the day, we will talk about rebuilding our home. So I hope you sit back and relax. And this is unscripted. Yun pala yun. In the past lives, meron po akong script na sinusundan. Pero this time, wala akong script na susundan. We will just show to you uh, certain points, certain posts, and I will comment on them. So yun yung personal opinion ko sa mga bagay na to. And I will ask you to join me in the discussion. Kaya ko po tinime itong live ng lunchtime is para habang kumakain kayo lahat, you can join as well. And I would really like to hear your voices. So just comment your chats, your thoughts, and join me in rebuilding our home. Sige po. We'll start with this certain ano with this certain quote from Twitter na kumakalat. May mga tao pong nag-share nito. May mga tao pong uh, kwekwentuhan about uh, nagkukwentuhan about this quote. May mga tao na nagsasabi na oo nga, ah, bakit nga ba tayo apektado? Sige po, to give you background, my dear brothers and sisters, in the past days, in the past weeks, there was a fire in France, in Notre Dame. Renovation po nung Notre Dame. As you know, it's one of France's beautiful cathedrals. It's an architectural wonder, and a lot of people are devastated na nasunog po yung spire ng Notre Dame. And alam nyo, I didn't expect na ang mga tao ganito ang magiging reaction, na ang mga tao ang magiging reaction po ay ang magiging reaction regarding Notre Dame ay kakaiba. Sige. Let me share to you, my dear friends, let me share to you our one of the reactions of a Catholic in Twitter regarding Notre Dame. Ito, speaking as a Catholic here, please don't donate to help Notre Dame. The church is worth $30 billion. Donate to help Puerto Rico recover. Donate to get the people of Flint clean water. Donate to get kids out of cages. Jesus didn't care about stained glass. He cared about human beings. Okay. Sige. So, sinasabi niya na as a Catholic daw, huwag ka na mag-donate sa Notre Dame. Huwag ka na huwag ka na ah huwag ka na bother kasi wala namang paki si Jesus sa buildings, wala naman daw paki si Jesus sa churches. Ang paki lang naman ni Jesus ay mga tao. And it's a misplaced sentiment. Alam nyo, as people, as human beings, it is not an either or situation. It is not a choice between rebuilding a church or rebuilding a home over helping other people. It can be both. We need to recognize the presence of God and the leading of His Spirit for us in both situations. The problem is when you try to romanticize human beings na Tulungan mo na lang yan kaysa na gumawa ka ng simbahan. Pero hindi mo alam na maraming tao na para sa kanila, buhay nila yung simbahan. Para sa kanila, they find joy in that. They find their comfort in that place. They find their home in that place. Who are you to tell them na walang kwenta yung simbahan na nakikita at nirerespeto nila? Who are you to tell them na yung simbahan na kung saan sila ay nako-comfort, sila ay nare-remind sa presensya ng Panginoon ay walang kwenta? Alam nyo, the reason why some people will choose not to eat or will choose uh, not to spend some money on themselves, but rather will spend money to go to a church or to go to a pilgrimage. You may see them as fools, you may see them as people na ano ka ba, kailangan mo ng pera pangkain, kailangan mo ng pera para sa sarili mo. Iisipin, parang you may see them as fools, but remember, these people, they find their joy on these things. And wala naman, hindi naman to nakakasama sa kanila. So, why take this away from them? Um, it is, wag tayo magpaka-hero. This girl, this person is pretending to be a hero by saying na, oh, tulungan na lang natin yung tulungan na lang natin yung Puerto Rico mag-recover, tulungan natin yung people of Flint for clean water. But the question is, tingin mo wala nang ginagawa yung mga tao about it? Tingin mo wala nang ginagawa yung ibang gobyerno about it? Who are you to tell and who are you to assess the realities of these various situations, these complex situations? You must remember na there is complexity sa mga pangyayari. Huwag tayo mag-assume. That is the problem with social media today. Lagi tayong mabilis mag-assume, lagi tayong mabilis mag-judge, lagi tayong mabilis mangunat magmagaling sa realidad na meron ang masa at lipunan na ginagalawan natin. We need to give respect to individual consciences and discernments in doing good. We are not the ones who are, para sabihin natin, wala tayong karapatan para sabihin na ikaw hindi maayos ang ginagawa mo. Kunyari, ikaw umiiyak ka sa nasunog na simbahan pero hindi ka umiiyak about sa climate change. Bakit? At paano mo nalaman na hindi siya umiiyak sa climate change? Paano mo nalaman na wala siyang ginagawa about climate change? Ikaw umiiyak ka para sa nasunog na altar pero hindi ka umiiyak para sa mga batang napupunta sa child trafficking, sex slavery. Sino ka para magsabing wala siyang pakialam doon? Alam mo ba yung ginagawa niya? Alam mo ba yung pinagdadaanan niya? Baka nga mas marami pa siya nagagawa kaysa sa'yo eh. Na magaling mag-criticize, na magaling manghusgat, magaling manguna. And yet, you tell others that you are, tawag dito, you are humanity-based. This is the problem with us. We forget to give respect and dignity to individuals, and we just clump them up into an idea that we made for ourselves to see ourselves as superior or more righteous or better than other people. Alam nyo, we need to see churches as more than buildings. Um, in the Middle Ages, or even now, churches are havens, places of rest, a place of communing with God. For believers who are disregarding churches and saying that church is not in the building, church is outside, church is you and me, that's all well and good. Pero remember that these places of worships are places where you could, for a moment, take yourself out of this ethereal, this worldly place and recognize the divine. Kaya nga may simbahan eh. Yes, you can worship God everywhere. You can worship God anywhere. Pero you need to recognize that God provided the place for us as human beings to connect with Him, to commune with Him. Hindi porkit hindi na feature sa news or sa social media, huwag tayo magmayabang na hindi na nagiging haven ang mga simbahan. If you know, I see a lot of churches who na ang gaganda, pero alam nyo, walang laman. Pero may mga churches na may laman, pero mga pulube, mga beggars, and they are not cast away. They are not judged. Unlike malls, unlike stadiums, unlike these beautiful parks, yung mga beggars, pinagtatawanan or sinasuway ng security guard. Sa simbahan, hindi. Sa simbahan, they are welcome. Sa simbahan, they are home. Tapos kahit yun, tatanggalin mo sa kanila para lang mapatunayan yung sarili mong ego, yung sarili mong idea of what it means to be good. You are highly mistaken. If you are really a Catholic, then you should recognize the gift that we have in the buildings, in the churches that we have built as a people of God. Um, alam nyo, it is really annoying to see this tweet kasi it's pitting two separate things against one another. So hindi that church is worth 30 billion, donate to help. Napaka tingin mo, uh, do you think you're helping anyone with what you're doing here? You're not. We need to recognize the gift that we have in the church and the gift that we have in, well, Notre Dame. Um, alam niyo, to be honest about it, uh, before I go to my next commentary, the next post that I will share to you, uh, I'm not a fan of Notre Dame. Wala akong connection sa kanya. Hindi ko sabi nila maganda daw siya architecturally, and it's wonderful architecturally, it's great, it's historical, etc., blah blah blah. Pero ako personally wala akong pake doon. Pero alam niyo kung saan ako may pake doon, sa mga tao na nasaktan because nawala yung Notre Dame. Remember, para sa iyo baka insignificant 'yun. Pero wag mo tatanggalin yung reality na it may be significant for other people. Remember when the UP Shopping Center burned down and the Faculty Center burned down in UP? For me, mas nasaktan ako doon kaysa nung nasunog yung Notre Dame. And it's really annoying to hear some people criticize yung mga nasaktan nung nag-burn down yung shopping center or yung faculty center sa UP. Kasi ay nila wala lang naman yan, building lang yan. Pero hindi eh, for us it's places, it's more than institutions, it's more than places, it's spaces that reminds us of our university, our home, where memories were made. Who are you to take that away from Notre Dame? Who are you to take that away from churches who are burning down? Di ba? So, let us not criticize people who are hurt. Let us not criticize people who want to donate to rebuild this church dahil lang meron tayong ibang advokasya kunwari. Because, ang tanong dito is, tingin mo ba um, hindi sila tumutulong sa mga advocacies na ito? Um, so, let me proceed to my next Let me proceed to my next to my next commentary, my dear friends. My next commentary is this. There is this guy, I don't know if it's Filipino, he's Filipino. Public post naman to, so tinitake ko na gusto niya talagang i-share itong topic na to. Gusto niya talaga mag-comment about sa topic na to. And what is this comment about this? Let me read to you. I hate to be that guy in this time of international tragedy, but if you feel upset about Notre Dame in place but could not care less about the Philippine government and not giving a damn about having heritage sites and monuments bulldozed for under stupid mall older genuine indifference towards preservation and restoration of historical buildings, then shut up. So, nag-usap-usap na sila about may pake pa sila sa Notre Dame, may pake pa sila sa sa mga sa sa dayuhan ng mga building na wala naman sa Pilipinas. So, ano daw, dapat mainis tayo, wala kang kwentang tao pag mas may paki ka sa Notre Dame, pag mas paki ka sa Pransya kaysa sa Pilipinas. Pero, I want one, meron akong comment dun sa post na gusto kong maging focus natin. Ang ganda ng comment na yan. Ito, kung wala silang pakialam sa mga binubulldozer na sasakyan o heritage sites, ibig sabihin may problema ang mga mulat, yung mga woke, sa paghihikayat ng issue sa mga masa. Hindi naman nila kasalanan yan. Yung mga ganitong pagbabangga, lalo lang nagtataguyod ng pagkamuhi, pagkakawalay sa hanay ng mga masa. Sa halip na pagbanggain, hikayatin sila mapahimig ng paraan, sa mapanghamig na paraan. As Filipinos, we need to recognize the global and cultural realities. Stop being pa-woke and pa-care without understanding the nuances that exist within the masses. Huwag niyo husgahan yung masa kung mas attached sila sa Notre Dame kaysa sa ibang historical sites ng Pilipinas. Kung hindi sila attached doon, ikaw na woke kuno, sagot mo yun. Hindi naman nila kasalanan na hindi sila attached eh. Huwag mo sila i-clump together at magpaka-elite snob na as if tatanga nyo, hindi nyo nakikita yung beauty ng ating sariling bansa. Bakit ikaw ba? May ginagawa ka para maintindihan ba nila yon? Kasi baka wala rin naman. Huwag tayo magsisihan bilang mga individual at huwag tayo manisi na certain groups of people or masa na dapat ni-win over natin. Huwag natin tignan yung mga tao na, kunyari, ang raming tao na mas gusto ang K-pop kaysa sa OPM. Mas sinusuporta ng K-pop sa OPM, mga loser naman yan. Or support Filipino films, puro lang Hollywood pinapanood nyo. Wala ba kayong alam niyo, bakit mo i-criticize yung mga tao na gusto mong i-win over? Bakit mo sila mamaliitin? Kung gusto mo nga silang isama dun sa nakikita mo, sa reality mo. Alam niyo yung konsepto ng bobotante? It's the same. When you criticize people for being bobo, it means you are telling them bobo ka kasi. Pero talaga, so ikaw hindi. Why put yourself above other people? Why place yourself above others? You must recognize the nuances that exist within these people. Ito pa, another annoying, very annoying commentary about Notre Dame. Sinasabi ng mga tao, may mga naiinis na Pinoy, sabi nila, kaya lang naman sila nag-ano about Notre Dame kasi gusto nilang ipagyabang daw yung pictures nila sa Paris. Ganon, naiinis sila doon sa mga Pilipino daw kunwari na devastated about Notre Dame. Gusto lang naman ipagyabang yung vacation pictures nila sa Paris. Paris. Talaga? Ganon yung tingin mo sa mga tao? My gosh, stop being so cynical. Na ang rason lang ng iba kaya sila nagpo-post ng sympathy nila kasi gusto nila magpasikat. Gusto nila, naiinis ka sa mga taong nagpo-post kasi gusto lang nila makiride on, maging bandwagon. Anong pake mo kung nakikibandwagon sila? Ganun ba talaga ang tingin mo sa mga tao? Ganun ba kababa ang tingin natin sa mga tao ngayon? Ganun ba kababa ang tingin natin sa lipunan? Sa kapwa nating individual? Sa kapwa nating tao? Na feeling natin gusto lang ng lahat ng tao magpasikat kaya sila nagpo-post? Wala na ba tayong pag-asa sa mga mata at puso natin para sabihin na baka nga naman nasaktan talaga tong tao na to, baka naapektuhan siya talaga? Let's stop judging and condemning other people for our seeming wokeness. Let's try to understand where they are. It's annoying kasi ako rin, naging ganito rin ako naiinis ako sa mga tao, pa-bandwagon, pa-ride on, pero bakit? Ako ba? Ano ba nagawa ko about it? Hindi ba nakikiride o nagiging bandwagon na rin lang ako sa pagiging woke? Rather than spending time in criticizing others for not being woke or not helping, ano ba ginawa mo about it? Ikaw ba may dinonate na? Sabi mo, kaysa mag-donate tayo sa Notre Dame, let's donate to causes, let's donate to against climate change, let's donate against child trafficking. Sige. Pero lahat ba ng causes sa charity dinonatean mo? Di ba may nami-miss out ka rin naman? Di ba may hindi ka rin naman napapansin? Pag Notre Dame napapansin, pero pag yung tragedy sa Sri Lanka, yung tragedy sa India, hindi napapansin. Bakit ikaw ba sa bawat sulok ng mundo nakikita mo yung tragedies? Nagre-rely ka rin lang naman sa news, di ba? No, I'm not criticizing people, I'm criticizing mass media. Pero, remember the nuances of mass media. This is Western in concept. So, talaga sila yung magiging focus. Doon nakabase yung mga media Oo, we need to call for more accountability, for more coverage. Pero wag natin sisihin yung mga tao na yun lang yung alam. Baka yun lang yung resources nila para yun lang yung malaman nila. Hindi sila katulad natin na may panahon mag-Facebook lagi. Kung ano yung una nila makita sa Facebook, yun ang magiging focus nila kasi they will spend their time working to feed their families, working overtime to feed their sons and daughters, to feed their wives and husbands, to build their homes, to pay for their homes, to pay for their electric bills. So kung ano yung una nila makita, yun yung babasahin nila. At dun sila magko-comment. Ikaw, ang dami mong oras. Check your privilege. Be aware of realities. Be aware of people's realities. We can make institutions accountable, pero it's useless to blame people and humanity as a whole kasi part ka nito Ang mga tao kasi puro na lang kayo, kayo, kayo. Ganun, ganun tayo eh. Lagi natin sinisisi si kayo, hindi na lang tayo. Minsan ginagamit natin yung term na tayo para lang magmukhang humble tayo na part tayo. Pero in our hearts and in our minds, hindi naman tayo talaga part. Pero remember, you are part of this. We are a part of humanity as a whole. So we make accountable the politicians and the public officials. Pero please, bago sisihin ng lipunan, intindihin ang realidad ng kultura nila. Kasi may iba't iba tayong realidad eh. We live in a global society. We need to embrace and accept that. Oo, masakit at mahirap sa ibang bansa. Mas may pake ang Pilipino dahil ang sikat. Masakit yun. Alam ko yung pakiramdam nun. Pero ikaw ba? Ikaw ba? Lahat ng advokasya sa Pilipinas tinulungan mo. Lahat ng advokasya sa Pilipinas binigyan mo ng donation. Hindi ko kaya, marami pa ako ibang trabaho. Yun rin, the same. Wala ka bang na-miss out? Lahat ba alam mo since the beginning? Tingin mo yung mga ordinaryong masa, may isip pa nila yan sa dami ng iniisip nila? Or yung iniisip nila yung susunod na kakainin nila? Please, with your workness, with our wokeness, check your privilege. We demand too much from people. The question is, yung people na dinedemandan natin ng mga bagay-bagay, are they really capable of it? Kasi baka hindi naman eh. Baka hindi naman talaga nila kaya. And we're expecting too much from them. So sana, with this issue of Notre Dame, with this issue of mas binibigyan daw natin dapat ng oras ang tawag dito, ang pagtulong sa mahirap, pag ano sa climate change, pag ano sa mga animals, mas may pakidaw ang Diyos doon kaysa sa simbahan. Sana mas naklaro natin no na it's not an either or situation. We can choose both. We can help both ways. And let's stop criticizing one another. It's becoming very old na lagi na lang tayong rage. Lagi na lang tayo may kina-cancel. Lagi na lang tayo may kina-call out. Lagi na lang tayo may sinasabi na sit down. Let's stop speaking over each other and start listening. Yun yung sinasabi sa atin ni Pope Francis eh, we listen. It's not about being right but recognizing people, recognizing humanity and the woundedness of humanity and the hurts of humanity as a whole. Oo, may imperfections, oo, may cultural realities, oo, may oppression, pero tignan natin yung tao above these ideologies. Tignan natin yung mga tao, yung mga individual over the systematic concerns. Let us recognize the dignity of persons. Let me proceed to my next commentary about scientism and the superstitious on healthy hostility of religious people towards science. There is this guy na nag-post siya ng isang tweet. Tapos inattack siya ng mga Christians for posting that tweet. Let me share to you kung ano yung tweet niya na yon. Tapos nagsulat siya ng article about it. Merong kasing Christian na nag-post, after all the aftermath of destruction of the Notre Dame fire, the altar and the cross remained untouched. Please explain to me how you don't believe in God after seeing this. So, he criticized it. Sabi niya, because the melting point of gold is 1064 degrees Celsius and wood fire burns at around 600. So, kaya hindi talaga yan matutunaw. Ganun kasimple. So, ibig sabihin, tawag dito, walang sense yung post mo na miracle yan ni God. Ganun yung sinasabi niya, parang ganun. Siya si science enthusiast. Yun yung Twitter handle niya. Tapos, merong ibang Christians na nagsabi na si Jesus daw nagpakita doon sa Notre Dame fire. Nasaan si Jesus? Nandito daw, ayan sa pula. Ayan daw si Jesus. So, he is criticizing Christians. No, he is criticizing Christians for seeing miracles in the fire. So, pinagtatawanan niya mga Kristiyano. Well, according to Christians, ganito siya nagpapakita. Okay? Sabi niya ito sabi niya, after niya to sabihin, na joke lang naman daw, okay, ang rabi daw Christians na kinumentan siya, inaaway siya, at kung anong-anong masasama ang sinasabi sa kanya. Okay? So, ang reason lang niya kaya siya naglagay ng tweet kasi daw gusto niya i-knock down yung any notion na may supernatural explanation do sa Notre Dame. Na wala naman daw divine intervention doon. Um, wala naman daw wala naman daw Jesus talaga nangyari doon. Atheist siya, okay? Pero wala akong pake doon. Pero ito yung problem. After nun, nagpakita rin siya ng picture. Nagpakita siya ng bagong tweet to joke about Christians. Nagpakita siya ng isang picture ng McDonald's na nasunog. Tapos nandun si Ronald McDonald. Sabi niya, in Ronald McDonald we trust. Ganon. So, may mga Christians na nag-comment about it. So, inatake siya. Liberal propaganda, you people like you are evil. Mga Christians to, inatake siya na wala kang alam, and etc. etc. You're stupid, shut up idiot, you're such a fascist little coward, tapos minumura-mura pa siya, and etc. etc. Loser ka, ganun ganyan. And remember, these are Christians. These are Christians who are offended at him. And rightly so. Alam niyo, there is this problem with scientism. Ito ay isa sa mga bagong movements. They see science as supreme. These are the new atheists. Feel, I don't believe in God. I believe in science. I'm so cool. I'm so woke. Pero little did they know that science foundations, philosophy, recognizes the need for a supernatural being. The foundation of science in itself, the process of scientism itself, scientific method itself, was developed by religion. Feeling nila, since scientific sila, rational sila, mas magaling sila sa mga tao or mas matalino sila. Samantalang yung iba, sheep, tanga. That's the problem with scientism. That's why you won't win arguments with scientism kasi nagmamagaling ka pero you're just in your bubble. Alam niyo kung bakit ang raming napupunta sa flat earth theory? Because of scientism. These people who don't know how to defend science, they defend science as if it's a cultural ideology. It's not. It's something for everyone, even for religious people. It's not just for atheists. It's not just for those na matatalino. It's for everyone. That's how you make people fall in love with science. You allow them to recognize na lahat tayo pare-pareho na natututo, na umaalam ng tama at totoo. Pero the problem with scientism is when you start to put science above everything else as if it is supreme, because it is not. There are a lot of things that science cannot explain, that cannot understand. The concept of love, the concept of sacrifice, relationships. Until now, hirap pa rin ng science na pag-aralan ito at i-explain to completely. I'm not saying na ako ayoko rin ng mga anti-vaccine people. Ayoko rin ng mga flat earth people. Pero rather than pushing them away, why don't we make an effort to reach out to them in a way na we don't criticize them, we don't tell them they're idiots, we don't be smug about it, and we actually open our hearts. Masyado na harsh ang mundo ngayon. Masyado na tayo palaaway. Masyado na tayo bully. Masyado na tayo harsh towards people na hindi natin recognize na baka kailangan ng tao ay hindi harshness pero fondness, openness. So the problem with scientism is not that the problem with scientism is not tama siya or the way they explain things. It's their arrogance. Again, scientism ang pinag-uusapan dito, not scientist. Okay, scientism. On the other hand, there is also a problem with religious people. Okay, to my fellow believers, to my fellow religious people, stop being superstitious. Pareho lang kayo ng mga scientism. Smugness nyo na kung ang scientism ay lahat kaya explain ng science, tayo naman sinasabi natin lahat kaya explain ng religious belief. No. Religion cannot explain everything. Belief should be grounded on the concept of rationality and objective truth, not superstition. As Catholics, we don't believe na nagpakita si Jesus sa Notre Dame. Hindi si Jesus yung umaapoy doon. Come on. Talaga. Huwag natin i-attribute lahat sa pagdating ni Kristo o sa pag-ano ni Jesus Christ doon. Pag-isipan muna natin mabuti. Yung cross na nandun, it's a powerful symbol. It's a wonderful symbol. Pero wag natin sabihin na it is God triumph, na it's a miracle of God, because it's not. It can be, pero at the moment, it's not. It may be used by God as a symbol, pero wag natin sabihin na kaya na-spare yung cross dahil in-spare ni God yung cross. Hindi. Kasi gold yon at hindi natutunaw yung gold basta-basta. Kung may miraculous man, yung pagkaligtas ng crown of thorns, pwede. Pero again, hindi pwedeng lahat na lang may supernatural explanation. Kaya nga matagal tayo nag-discussion at pinag-aaralan bago natin i-clarify ang anything as a miracle, because we try our best to make sure na rationally we are able to explain things. Huwag tayo mag-fall sa trap ng miracles, images, and etc. My gosh, hindi lahat ng bagay may supernatural or biblical or religious explanation. God doesn't work that way. As religious people, please, let's start thinking rationally. Because we hurt our cause. We hurt people na gustong maniwala or nagja-journey with our superstitious beliefs. So, wag tayo mag-try mag-attribute ng bagay na wala naman doon. We can try to attribute reflection or a new understanding on the matter, pero wag natin i-ano na as if yun na yun. Na yun yung supernatural explanations doon. So, imagine niyo, imagine niyo, kita niyo, ang effect ng mga taong masyadong adequate explaining everything religiously, nagada sa plan and etc. Although nasagot na natin to in the first live, na pag may masama nangyari sa'yo, gada sa plan. Hindi yun ganun. It's much more complicated. Huwag natin pasimplihin yung mga bagay na komplikado naman. Huwag natin i-try i-explain lahat as if everything is well and easy, because it's not. We live in a complicated society. We live in a complex life where we try to navigate the presence and the leading of God in this life. But we remember that we live in this life at the moment. And this is complicated. Not everything is God's plan. Not everything is moved by the Spirit. There are moments that we are challenged. There are moments that we are overcome by sin, or there is human inequities. But remember, at the end of the day, as Catholics, as Christians, we open our hearts into understanding people. It's not about being right. Alam naman na natin na tama tayo. Kung feeling mo tama ka, alam na natin, it's not about proving who is right. We are here not to win arguments, but to win hearts. That's what a Christian is. That's the call of Christ. Arguments should lead to the winning of hearts. If arguments win for the sake of arguments, walang kwenta rin yun. You have lost because you have lost the heart. It's about bringing people to Christ. And how can you bring people to Christ if you do not make your message applicable to them, attractive to them, and rationally grounded? As Christians, we must learn how to see science as a gift, logic as a gift, explanation as a gift. We should see people contradicting us as a way of us making sure that our faith is grounded on truth and on love. Yun pala, friends. If you have any comments, suggestions, or clarifications, just share them in the comment section. Baka may mga gusto kayong ikwento, may gusto kayong i-erase. No worries. Just share them with us. As I proceed to my next commentary, I want to share to you a particular status by a priest. Eto, may mga memes kasi. Balik tayo sa Notre Dame at sa mga tao na nagsasabi na sana pakainin na lang natin yung mga taong gutom o yung mga batang gutom. Seeing all kinds of memes on the money raised, $700 million to fix Notre Dame Castle, usually with starving children, are the need to imply that the money is better spent in the poor. Okay, sige. But Father Bill raised a good concern. $4.9 billion is being spent in a football stadium in Los Angeles. May nagko-comment ba? Tens and billions of dollars are spent on Olympic venues that are now empty and deteriorating. May nag-iingay ba? Alam nyo ba kung ilan yung Avengers Endgame na pwedeng kitain nila? $800 million and more. May nag-iingay ba? Huwag ka na lang manood ng Avengers. Ibigay mo na lang sa may hirap yung pera mo. 'Di ba? Ang dami nating mga trillions and trillions of dollars cash being spent on entertainment. Where are the memes? Where are the attacks of these righteous people? Wala naman, 'di ba? Lagi tayong nagfo-focus sa ibang tao, lagi tayong nagfo-focus sa kakulangan ng iba, sa kakulangan ng mga institusyon. Tayo ba? Ano ba nabigay natin? I'm not saying na the money the money shouldn't go to the poor. Personally, I believe yeah. Wag siya ibigay sa Notre Dame para sa akin sa mahirap. Sige. Pero what would that do? How would that help us? Oo, the money is there. We should call to accountable those who have the money. Pero hindi binibigay sa kailangan ibigay. Pero the problem is the money is theirs, not yours. The Catholic Church is the single largest charitable institution on the planet. Search na lang sa Google. Alam nyo, it's getting tiring how people are calling out the church as if the church is doing nothing. Just search it on Google. It's not my job to show to you how much the church has done throughout the years. It's getting tiring of how we criticize the church for being careless about the poor. Ang raming tao sa simbahan na iniwan ng mga buhay nila, iniwan ng mga trabaho nila para samahan ng kabataan na walang makain, para samahan ng mga naulila, para samahan ng mga inabuso. Nasaan sila? Wala sila sa media. Hindi sila na-feature sa Facebook. Nasa mga gilid-gilid sila ng mga kagubatan. Nasaan sila? Nasa India, nasa Pilipinas, nasa US, nasa Pakistan, nasa Bangladesh. Are they complaining? No. Because they know na it's not about what the world sees or what is perceived as good. For them, it's simply about sharing Christ the best way that they can. Baka it's time for us to do that as well rather than focusing on other people. Focus tayo sa dapat na ginagawa ng ibang tao. Ang tanong, ikaw ba nagagawa mo yung kailangan mong gawin? Remember the gospel where Judas was angry at Mary Magdalene because ginastos niya yung pabango sa paa ni Jesus at inano niya with her hair, diniray niya with her hair. So sabi ni Judas, it is money better spent on the poor. Jesus saw the cynicism of Judas. Alam niya, hindi naman talaga sa poor yung iniisip niya. Ikaw ba yung poor talagang iniisip mo? Or yung concept lang na may nagagawa ako for the poor? Or yung concept lang na maatake ang simbahan? Yung concept lang na wala kasi kayong alam eh. Na magaling ako eh, na alam ko yung ginagawa ko eh. Let me show to you a last post on Facebook uh, uh, missionary from US, a brother from US, who posted his sentiments on Notre Dame. And I like this sentiment. Kaya ito yung gagamitin ko for closing. From Joseph Ramos. It's a good it's a good it's a good sentiment. A part of me really didn't want to write this, but I guess I'll do the thing where I open myself to scattering criticism for edgy comments because I'm gonna talk about what I really care about. A lot of people who are religious feel some type of way about the Notre Dame Cathedral burning down. Many people also feel some type of way about it who aren't religious. And there are those who are upset that more people care about the burning church so much that they're willing to donate money for its renovation than insert their favorite issue here: the water quality in Flint, the extinction of animal species, universal healthcare, police brutality, etc. It irks me. It irks me to the point where I can't honestly tell if you're genuinely upset about the lack of attention of these issues, which are important in their own right, or if you're just trying to come off as edgy. To be quite honest, I'm extremely tempted to just diss all of y'all as apathetic and maybe even evil. But I don't want to do that. Because unless you try really hard to prove to me otherwise, I don't think you're evil. I think you love certain things just as intensely as I do my faith. And I commend you for loving so intensely so that this long-winded post is for you. I want to show you where I myself am coming from. This is the part that I want to read to everyone because this is a good reflection, especially for all Catholics na nagmamagaling at sinasabi na hindi naman importante yung simbahan, mas importante yung tao. Catholics believe in upholding the good, the beautiful, and the true. These traits we call the transcendentals simply because everything that is good, beautiful, and true is of God. Goodness is of God because God is goodness, and the same goes with beauty and truth. Those things come from God because they are of God, and in essence, God is beauty and God is truth. The Notre Dame Cathedral represented everything that is good, true, and beautiful about who God is. From its cruciform design to its stained glass windows to the stories it tells in its statues. The cathedral is one of our best teachers of God, and it is also our sanctuary where we find God. Because much more beautiful than the cathedral itself is the God who we believe resides in this cathedral as well as every Catholic church in the Eucharist. This is one of the most beautiful sanctuaries that mankind has ever built for God. I'm not upset because of the loss of historical trinkets and aesthetic values. I'm hurt because this is a house of God that has burned down. And for many Catholics, the beauty of Notre Dame may have been the first place where they encountered God in His beauty. Ikaw ba nagkaroon ka na ng sarili mong sanctuary? Ikaw ba nagkaroon ka na ng sarili mong lugar na hindi naman siguro ganun kaganda para sa ibang tao pero para sa iyo special? It may be the first place where you met your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your loved one. It may be the hospital where you were born. It may be your old home, your old house. How would you feel it if other people would say, wala namang kwenta? What if yung childhood home mo nasunog, to sabihin ng mga tao, pangit naman yan eh. I-donate nyo na lang yung pera nyo sa mga may hirap. Mababastos ka, di ba? Masasaktan ka rin, di ba? Remember, the church is not just the home of the Roman Catholic Church. It is our home. It is our church. Joseph has this to say. But with that being said, I do see where you're coming from. The causes you're fighting for are worth fighting for. I cannot stress this enough. I'm on your side. I want people taken care of as well as cathedrals. I want to help given to the poor, the marginalized, the shamed. Not just for Notre Dame, but being blunt, your indignation won't help your cause. Your eye rolls and sarcastic comments won't put $1 in your charity of choice. All you'll do is hurt and turn people off to you, your cause and your pain. And I actually don't want that for you. Healthcare, climate change, police brutality, the ecosystem. I want to fight along with you for these causes. I care about them too, not in spite of my faith, but because of it. I care about them, not in spite of my faith, but because of my faith. I'm not your enemy, and it may come as a shock to you, but many of us who are religious are also not your enemy. So please understand that. But for now, please let us grieve. Friends, the comment of Joseph enabled me to see how we should look at this. Personally, wala naman akong paki sa Notre Dame. I don't find it as beautiful as other people see it. I don't have any attachment to it. But the post of Joseph reminded me na some do. The title of this live is Rebuilding Our Home. It is rebuilding not Notre Dame, but our home. This world is our home. In a world of hostilities and divisions, let us stop fighting and comparing. Let us try to recognize our woundedness and frailties and work towards rebuilding our home. Ang gulo na ng mundo, mga kaibigan. Ang daming away, araming pagkukumpara, araming gulo, araming unahan, araming comparison kung sino mas woke, kung sino mas magaling, kung sino mas astig, kung sino may mas care. Let's let us try to outlive these things. Let us try to outgrow these things because we are beyond these things. Christ exhorts us to recognize the gifts that are there for us. Christ exhorts us to recognize na we need to rebuild not just this physical home, but the home of one another, the home of your friend, of your loved one, of your family. It's time to stop competing, calling each other out, canceling each other out. It's an unhealthy culture. I'm not saying that let's be positive, let's be optimistic. My gosh, for those who know me, I'm a very realistic person. Pero this is about recognizing that this is something bigger than us. And it won't help if lagi lang tayo mag-aaway at magko-contradict. Sana we will start to build towards that home that each and every one of us aspire for and pray for. A home where our future children can live, and a home that we will want to live in someday. Do you have any more questions or comments? Some sharings or realizations as well? In closing, friends, I hope uh, this live, itong live po na to, wala talagang itong structure, wala talaga itong script kasi gusto ko lang ilabas yung, well, thoughts ko on the matter. Yung thoughts ko on Notre Dame and thoughts ko on, well, sa gulo ngayon sa mundo. Sa dami ng problema sa mundo, pati ba naman ito pag-aawayan natin. Sana let's start recognizing that we can do something besides criticizing others for not doing enough. Let's start doing, lifting up our causes and carrying our own. That's it, and I hope you enjoyed this live. Thank you, mga kapatid. And I